Hey guys, welcome back to another Star Wars What If. Today's topic is, what if Mace Windu arrested Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith? So without further ado, let's get straight into it. On a normal afternoon, 4 highly trained Jedi Masters storm the Chancellor's office in an attempt to arrest him for crimes against the Republic. Chancellor Palpatine stands hesitantly. He eyes the Masters, calculating his odds. In one swift motion, he summons his crimson red blade from his sleeve, igniting its powers. He leaps forward, screaming a Sith cry, disorientating the 4 Masters. The duel begins, but does not last long, with the 3 Masters losing their breath to the Sith Lord. Before long, the last Jedi Master, Mace Windu, disarms the Chancellor, kicking him to the floor and ending the battle. Windu calls for Palpatine to be arrested and face the consequences for his actions in the Clone Wars and against the Jedi. Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, destined to destroy the Sith and bring balance to the Force, enters the room, much to Palpatine's enjoyment. Palpatine manipulates Anakin into thinking that the Jedi were trying to take over.
Anakin, I told you it would come to this. I was right. The Jedi are taking over.
Mace decides Palpatine is too dangerous to be left alive, and strikes at the Sith Lord. But Skywalker has other plans, and the rest is history. In today's What If, let's see what would happen if Mace Windu had followed through with his original plan of arresting the Chancellor. When Anakin shows up, Palpatine still tries to manipulate him, the same as in the normal timeline. However, with Mace opting to arrest instead of kill, things have turned out differently. Anakin puts handcuffs on Palpatine as he is arrested, and Mace and Anakin bring him to his cell to await his trial. Anakin still had a lot of confusion and fear swelling throughout him. He thought about Palpatine's words.
If the Jedi destroy me, any chance of saving her will be lost.
He needed a way to save his wife, and the Council were not granting him the rank of Master, giving him the access he needed to the restricted section, where he could find all the Jedi and Sith knowledge he needed in order to save Padme. Because of this, there was only one thing he could do, only one man who knew the answers to his questions. Days went by, and the conflict in Anakin only grew. Night after night, the same dream, the same nightmare of Padme dying in childbirth. As she became closer to the due date, and Anakin wasn't any closer to saving her, he had to get the knowledge from Palpatine. That evening at midnight, Anakin traveled out of his bed where Padme lay still with her eyes shut. He takes a speeder and heads for the Republic prison where Chancellor Palpatine was waiting for his trial. Anakin uses the Force to persuade the weak-minded clones to let him through. He sneaks past all the guards until he makes his way to the Sith Lord. Palpatine sat, staring at the wall.
My boy, I have the knowledge that you envy.
Tell me, Chancellor, or I will make you tell me.
Yes, use that rage, that anger. It makes you stronger. Only through me will we be able to achieve the necessary power to save your wife from certain death. You must join me, and together we will complete your...
But before Palpatine could finish his words, a loud explosion struck the prison, and 3 hooded figures entered Palpatine's cell. Master Skywalker, what are you doing here? They each removed their hood to reveal that they were Jedi Knights, no older than Anakin. I think I could ask you the same question. We have come to put an end to his tyranny. After the Clone Wars, many Jedi had lost everything. They lost their home worlds, their loved ones, and friends in the Republic. These 3 Jedi found an opportunity to get revenge against the man who had caused them so much grief. Anakin looked at them. No, you can't. He must stand trial. The Senate will decide his fate. Get out of our way, Skywalker. We have to do this. He took everything from us. No, you won't do it. It's not the Jedi way. Palpatine stood silently, watching the confrontation with a slight smirk. Anakin had to protect the Chancellor. He was so close to discovering the secrets he desired. The three Jedi ignited their blades. Anakin swiftly followed. They engaged in a duel, but it did not last long. Anakin force-pushed the first Jedi into the wall and then impaled the other two through the abdomen. The first Jedi stood back up and moved towards Palpatine. Anakin stared at the Jedi, not even worried about what was happening. He raised his saber and began to strike against the defenseless Palpatine. However, he was stopped in his tracks. He reached for his neck. He struggled for breath, for life. He turned to look at Anakin, with fear all over the Jedi's face. Anakin looked as serious as ever, his right hand out in front of him, choking the life of the man, calling on all aspects of the Force to help him in this fight, calling on the dark side. And with a snap, he was nothing but a lifeless corpse on the metal ground. Anakin dropped to his knees. What have I done?
You're fulfilling your destiny, Anakin. Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
Thank you, my master. And that's part 1 of probably this 2-part series. I do think that in this new timeline, Anakin would still turn to the dark side. It would just take longer. Just because he didn't turn in the Chancellor's office like in Revenge of the Sith, doesn't mean that Padme was under any less danger. So if it came down to it, Anakin would kill Jedi again in a quest to seek the knowledge to save her life. Thank you all for watching today's What If, and let me know if you would like to see how this story finishes in part 2. Have a good day everyone, and may the Force be with you.